Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2021.2.5 and a half, 3/4. The album. Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust woman. Did y'all catch a little bit of Fleetwood Mac last week in American Horror Story? If you didn't notice it, go back and rewatch the episode. Because Ryan Murphy is a huge Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks fan, as am I. And so apparently they are going to be playing in Las Vegas, Nevada. My friend Tanya told me that. I'm like, I think I might try to surprise her and get tickets and go see that. So we might be in Vegas very soon. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about several pieces of drama. I want to revisit the whole situation with James Charles giving out his PR. And then I also, and the whole lipstick Nick thing. I also would like to talk about Tati. Hot Tati and her secret. She's got a secret, okay? So anyway, we're going to talk about that in just a second. And then I would like to talk about something, conspiracy speculation. Did Shane Dawson and Ryland Adams get married and nobody knew about it? Okay, so this is something that was sent to me by several people. I wouldn't say an overwhelming amount of people, but a couple people. So I want to talk about that in just a second. But before I do, I have to let you guys know that this right here is a sponsored video. I am so excited. This video is sponsored. What is it? The full one. Okay, this video is sponsored by Manscaped. You guys might have seen Manscaped around a lot, okay? I actually found out about Manscaped from Rich Lux. Rich Lux has done a lot of sponsorships with Manscaped. So, I, myself, went and I purchased the Manscaped Lawnmower 2.0. Now, let me tell you about this. So you can see there's nothing in here. It's totally empty. This is the one that I got. Because y'all know I don't do sponsorships, okay? Unless I've actually used the product. So here's the Lawnmower 2.0, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. So I got on the Manscaped website and I bought the Lawnmower 2.0 with Rich's code. Now I have my own code and it's Monn20. And you get 20% off plus free shipping and handling. Trust me, ladies, men, whoever, this would make a great Christmas present, holiday present, birthday present, okay? Let me just tell you about this thing, right? So I was like, I'm always on the, lookout for a new good razor. And this is a razor that is dedicated to just cleaning, down there. Supposedly, okay? But you can trim your chest. I trim it. I use it for underneath here, okay, when I'm traveling and things like that. And the thing that is so great about this razor, first of all, not that I have not once cut myself, not once nicked myself, which is unheard of with electrical razors, but true story, I have not with this, okay? But let me just show you the other razor that I had before I got this for traveling. Here it is, okay? This is a Braun razor, which is a fantastic razor, okay? It's charged up right now. But here's the cord that you have to take with you when you travel, okay? Now, y'all know I give honest reviews, okay? This is a mess of trouble. It's too big. It's not TSA approved. So if you take a carry-on bag, if you're like a man that travels a lot and you just take a carry-on bag, a suitcase, you can't travel with it. Well, this is TSA approved. The other thing that is so fantastic about it is, this is all you have to take plus a USB cord because look, you charge it with a USB cord. Through your computer, in the wall, whatever you want to do. It's so fantastic. Is that not great? And it can just fit in a little slot in your bag when you do a carry-on and you travel. So for my husband and I, this has become just a lifesaver. It is so awesome. So I love this. So you're going to want to go check this out. There are other things on the website that I think you can get. Okay, so these are the other things that I like. This is the Crop Cleanser Invigorating Hair and Body Wash. If you guys know, I always am out looking for a new invigorating, well, invigorating, yes, but any kind of body wash, and this one is fantastic. The smell is unbelievable. It's very, very masculine, and I love it. And then this is the ball deodorant. So it's like deodorant that you put down there. Oh my God, family friendly, but you do. And let me just tell you, it is really nice and it's very soothing as well, okay? Now I can't smell my own, so I don't know if it works or not. We use so much of it, the lid is loose. Okay. So anyway, go check that out. The description is in the description box below. You get 20% off with Monn20 plus free shipping and handling. You can go check all that stuff out. And like I said, you guys, listen, you will not be disappointed because I do not do sponsorships about things that I totally don't believe in. I actually was just sent something recently, and they were like, we would really like, to do a sponsorship with you and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I'm really excited about this, right? And when it came, I was like, I can't do this. I cannot sell this out to my people. People, and don't call them people. So anyway, I do love Manscaped, and I do love their products. So, and I will also put it up on my Instagram stories. You guys can go over check that out and swipe one up. All right, where's my fan? I've lost my fan. Okay, today we're going to talk about several pieces of drama, right? The first thing I would like to talk about is James Charles, who somebody has been referring to recently in my comment sections as James Chihuahua. Is some other drama channel talking about James Chihuahua? I have not heard that phrase, but I think that's kind of funny, especially since I do have my own Chihuahua, Pee-Pee the Flying Chihuahua. But yesterday I talked about his PR giveaway and all that he did when he was like going around and doing these escape room boxes with people and stuff like that, right? And I said in there that I thought that it was kind of like indirect shade that he like, okay, often when I'm making a drama video, because I don't read from notes, I'm just a commentary channel, I literally sit down, I press record, and I go. Sometimes, like, in my head, I think I've said something that I meant to say, but I haven't said it. I don't know if that makes sense. But, like, if you're having a conversation with your friend and she's like, you just said, or you're like, yeah, I just said that. And she's like, no, you didn't. And you're like, yeah, I just said that. And she's like, no, you really didn't. And you're like, did I just say it in my head, but I didn't really say it out loud? Okay, it's like that sometimes. So when I was talking about the Lipstick Nick thing yesterday, what I thought was really interesting was, why is Lipstick Nick, who is like creative director for Morphe, okay, or something like that, she's some huge title, why would he take her, one of his mini palettes, okay? And so many people in the comment sections were like, you know, Lipstick Nick works for Morphe, she works for Morphe, of course he would do it, she works for Morphe, of course she does it, he would do it, she works for Morphe, okay? Well, that's exactly right. That makes no point. That makes no sense whatsoever. Why would you go take somebody who helped develop your product, one of your products? Like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. She's already connected to Morphe, right? Now, Jaclyn Hill's a little bit different because, you know, Jaclyn Hill's done collaborations with Morphe, but she's not exactly working behind the scenes that we know of. So anyway, you know, like, that was interesting to me. I was like, why is, you know, like he going and taking Lipstick Nick, one of these palettes? And I know the people that are going to come and defend James Charles are going to be like, well, they're really good Judies and all kind of stuff. And I guess that they are. A lot of people have been like, they've been really good friends for a long time. As good of friends as Jeffree Star, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder what's going on behind the scenes with all this kind of stuff. So that's all I wondered was, why would you take somebody a palette that like worked for the company that helped put it together? Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, right? So like, let's say if your good Judy works at Taco Bell and this new cheddar chalupa came out that I reviewed, the vegetarian version on my review channel, go check out my review channel. Anyway, and your friend works at Taco Bell, okay? Like 10 hours a day she works at Taco Bell smelling like the pinto beans. She can't stand the place, you know what I mean? Okay? She's ready to go maybe to the McDonald's or the Burger King, but you can save the Taco Bell. And you see her, and you see her at her house, right? Or maybe she got a part-time gig or something, and you're like, girl, I'm really excited. I brought you the cheddar chalupa. And she's like, no thanks. And that was exactly the look that you saw on Lipstick Nick's face last night, was like, I don't want the cheddar chalupa, okay? So it just was strange to me. Like, he didn't take it to anybody. He didn't take it to Linda Morphe, or whatever her name is, okay? Like, why? Because she obviously is the owner of Morphe, and she knows, there was more to it than that. You guys, listen, y'all don't think these people aren't doing all kinds of stuff like this? Trust me, they are, okay? These are some of the pettiest people you will ever meet in your entire life. And it's like, people were like, well, this is like real life. Why can't this person be friends? They can all be friends with each other. But listen, they don't all act that way. They don't treat each other like real people in the real world, because I think they live in this bubble, okay? Most of these people have been huge on social media since they have been 18 or 19. Just imagine that. If you had been like huge on social media, a star within this microcosm of a world that outside of that world, nobody really knows who you are. Because a lot of people don't, you know. This morning, James Charles was on that, it was a Stratham show or whatever, that used to be Kelly and Regis, and then it was just Kelly, and then I don't know. But anyway, he was on that show, and it's like, you know, it's interesting to me because I have a feeling that like a majority of the people that watch that show really don't know who James Charles is. I know that's hard to believe, okay? But if you're not in the beauty industry and you don't follow YouTube and you're not 15 years old, you probably don't know who James Charles is. A lot of people have no idea who PewDiePie is, and he's the largest YouTuber in the entire world. So you know what I mean? So anyway, that was all I was saying about that whole thing yesterday. Okay, now let's get into ding-a-ling-a-ling, sham-a-lang-dang, ding-dong, ding. Oh, hold on a second, please. I need my Chappie. And don't call him Chappie. How's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? Well, I was just sitting here watching Tati's new video. Tati, No, not Tawny Katane, but I did love her from those White Snake videos. Not Tawny Katane, no. Tati, hot Tati, Tati. T-A-T-I, Tati, 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 Tati. Yeah, she had a secret. She got a secret. She ain't telling nobody, I guess. Well, she did do a 4-minute video, kind of. Yeah, she told a little bit about the secret. Well, you have to go watch it. I'm not telling nobody's secrets. All right, bye, Jane. So anyway, Tati yesterday, and this was the part of the video that I forgot to include. Yesterday, when I said at the beginning of the video, I was going to talk a little bit about Tati, and then I didn't. So anyway, she put out something yesterday that was very, very cryptic. She was like, I've been keeping a secret, ... Like, should I tell you what it is, ... Or something like that. I don't remember. It was some tweet. I got it saved in my 9 million screenshots of my phone. True story. My entire phone. I mean, I got immersed with, like, pictures of Frappuccinos that everybody wants me to try for my review channel. 1,000 pictures of my dogs, 10 pictures of my husband and I on vacation somewhere, and 9 million pictures of Nikita Dragon. Okay, like that is my phone. It's just ridiculous at this point. So anyway, Tati put up this real cryptic tweet yesterday. Okay, by the way, I have to tell you, the one thing I did think was funny though, if you guys haven't seen this, Nikita Dragon put it on her Instagram. And it's her climbing all over the floor looking for her glasses, and it's something like when my boyfriend is in the room or whatever. It's real funny. So anyway, typically she ain't nobody's comedian, so for me to say that is a lot, but I did think it was real cute. So anyway, Tati put out this thing yesterday, this real cryptic thing saying like, oh my god, I have a secret I haven't told you. So today she posted this video. It was less than 4 minutes long. I don't know how in less than 4 minutes Tati Westbrook got me to cry, but she did. I have to tell you, like I was so, and I know a lot of people don't like her anymore, okay? I get it. But I just feel like in this whole thing, I think that in the end, if we ever find out what happened with, truly what happened, okay, with Dramageddon 2 and James Charles and Jeffree Star and Tati Westbrook, I in my heart of hearts, having interacted with these people behind the scenes, okay, not just what you see on social media, but really truly seeing who these people are at the heart of hearts, like really talking to them and seeing who they are as people, I'm telling you right now, I have to believe that Tati Westbrook will be vindicated in this somehow. I just have to believe. Like, I don't know. I just think that she got used. I really, really do. And so when I was watching this whole situation, I was really happy for her. I was like, she's really kind of stayed in her own lane and she's done her own thing. And it would be really easy for me to get on video. And, she, at the end of it, there's a whole thing that says something like, create your own beautiful or something like that. It'd be really easy for me to get in a video and say, this is where drama channels reach, and say, is Tati shading? And if any other drama channel out there has done this, I am not shading them. I have not watched any other drama videos today. I'm just covering my ass right now. I don't know if they've said it. I'm just telling you, this is how drama channels think, okay? That they could say, oh, well, this is Tati shading Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson for the beautiful world of Jeffree Star because she said create your own beautiful, right? That's not what it is. Tati has been doing this and getting ready to put this out for a very long time. It was basically this photo shoot commercial of her announcing Tati Beauty, and it just was, I don't know, it was just really cool to see. And the moment that got me kind of choked up was when her husband came up to her on the set and like kissed her. And of course, it's very contrived, but it's like, it's background images of her getting, glammed up for this photo shoot and stuff like that. And she's just somebody for me that I keep on rooting for. I mean, I root for all of them in all honesty. The reality is, and I know that this is really hard to believe, okay, but some of these people just really aren't that nice behind the scenes. They just really are not good people. They just aren't that nice. And Tati Westbrook has been somebody that consistently has always been very on the up and up with me and very, very nice. And I have witnessed that other than that one isolated situation. And so, like, it's so out of the blue for me. I'm like, I think we're going to have to find out more of what really happened with that situation. And I don't know. I hold some reservation and some judgment passed on that. So, all right. So congratulations to Tati. Are you guys going to go buy her stuff? Apparently, she's going to have a palette. And I thought this was very cool. She, like, was swiping all the swatches on her arm. And that was part of her campaign. It was very cool. It was very, very cool. So anyway, I was thinking about this actually yesterday when I was like, I went to her channel because I wanted to see if she had posted a video yet. And she had a video that she had posted, and it had something like, I don't know, 1.6 million views or something on it, which, like, let's just be for real. Like, that's a lot of views, okay? In, like, less than, 12 hours, it had that many views or something. And it was called, the best foundation I've ever reviewed or something like that. And I thought, this is why people that do love Tati do love her, because she comes out and she does very, very real makeup reviews. She's never really changed away from that. She can still put out makeup, she can still put out her halo pills and all that kind of stuff and do new things, right? And I think that this is something that, like, the people like Jacqueline are missing, right? It's like you have to stay on that, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. She loves doing these reviews, she loves doing all these kinds of stuff, she loves trying new products, and people trust her for that, So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, keep on doing what you're doing. Okay, then the last thing that we are gonna get into, okay. Yes, I make sounds around the house all the time. Did Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star? Well, I don't know. Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, all of them might have gotten married. But anyway, no. Okay, did Shane Dawson and Ryland get married? And here is the picture right here that is getting people to speculate it. And it is up on Shane Dawson's merch store, which, by the way, okay, sold out in, I think, like, less than 30 minutes. And I'm so pissed because I wanted one of those black hoodies with the pig on it. I also wanted one of Andrew's hoodies that says Editing Tea on it or whatever. I think that is so cute. The merch is really well done. The merch store is really set up. I don't think any of us should be surprised by that. I think, Jeffree Star has proven that he knows what he's doing with business, and this whole merch shop with killer merch and thing, it's just fantastically done. All of the merch is just really, really high end. I will say that I got some people saying to me that people went in and bought mass amounts of it, and then they're selling it on eBay, and she sent me like a screenshot. Well, one person sent me a screenshot of eBay in Europe, and it was like a mass amounts that people were selling. I don't know if that's true, but I went on eBay in the United States, and there's nothing. I couldn't find anything new of Shane's merch, so I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if there is a limit maybe on their website, but people were saying that. So anyway, if you look at the picture, I'm going to put it back up here. If you look at the picture, you can see that in it, okay, Ryland has 2 rings on, not just one. Now, people that watch them very, very closely may know something that I don't. This may be no drama whatsoever. So I am just basing this off of a few people that reached out to me and said, did Shane and Ryland get married and nobody knows? It would be very interesting to me if they just kind of slipped this in to a merch shop picture for people to kind of indirectly see if they caught it or not, and not in the other pictures. Because when I went on to Ryland's Instagram, here I'll throw up a couple pictures where you can actually see his ring from like the last 6 months. He only has on 1 ring, okay? And so he doesn't have 2 rings on in any of these pictures. And the last picture you can see is the engagement ring from Tiffany's, and I actually did a video on that when it came out. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, this is obviously like a diamond band, okay? I mean, it looks like a wedding band. It does. It doesn't look like a gold or platinum wedding band, but it looks like a set. It looks like a diamond wedding band. And I'm like, did they get married? Like, is this gonna be part of the series? Was this a mistake that, that day Ryland left his ring on and the picture got taken? Or did they want people to kind of speculate and wonder if that's what's going on? Because can you imagine, now we've seen the proposal, okay, within episode 3. This is a 9-part series. Can you imagine if this series ended with Shane Dawson and Ryland's wedding? Oh my God, you guys. Okay, so I'm sitting over there editing, or not editing, whatever I do, my video, and I was putting up my pictures of Ryland, and I was looking at all these pictures of Ryland in a row, with his ring, and I was thinking to myself, and I was like, you know what would be really cool? Is if Shane, because he got so excited about naming the eyeshadow palette pans, and the different eyeshadow colors. It would be really cool if he like named one like Mr. and Mr. or, like Ryland Dawson or something like that, or just married or whatever, and put it in that thing. And I was like, oh my God, what if that was the last episode that they got married and then they released the palette that day? Can you imagine? This thing would sell out like crazy, okay? If this was all wrapped around this story of also the romance and the relationship between Shane Dawson and Ryland Adams, and then in the very last episode, it shows them like getting married, and then that's also an eyeshadow color. Oh my God, people would go crazy. So anyway, I just had to stop for a second and include that, because I was like, that is a great conspiracy. this is something we have to think about, okay? Y'all know I love the conspiracy speculations, and if you love Shane Dawson, you probably love the conspiracies too. I doubt he ever thought that he would be conspiracies all over the world. But if you think about this, okay, I went back and I did a video talking about did Shane and Ryland get married, because they were like not at Tana's wedding and all that. They were at a wedding and all this kind of stuff, and Ryland's brother had gotten married, and they were all there for the wedding that weekend, right? But this was what was interesting about that, was that like none of these people that were also friends with Tana, that were friends with Shane, none of them were at Tana's wedding. And Tana's wedding with Jake was the same weekend that people were speculating that Shane Dawson had gotten married. It wasn't just me that had speculated about it. It was on Twitter, it was other places, because he had tweeted out he said something about my new mother-in-law, right? If you guys remember the tweet, I didn't pull it up, but there was a tweet out there where he says to Ryland's mom, like, something about to my new mother-in-law, right? So people were speculating that Shane got married. Well, that was the same weekend that Jake and Tana got married. Was Jake and Tana's wedding, in reality, just a diversion tactic to get people looking away from the fact that Shane and Ryland really got married that weekend? I mean, could that be? And this is going to be a huge part of the series, which is why the proposal is in there in episode 3. If that's the case, hello, I'm living for that all day long. You could have made your whole series about you guys, I don't know, getting the scanner and going to the store and registering for stuff. You could have gotten a wedding planner. I don't really care. I would have watched 9 hours, okay, of Shane Dawson and Ryland getting engaged and planning their wedding. Now that I would have lived for, okay? And I am liking the series, but I just was like, if that's going to be in this, if they actually, now they have said that they're not getting married till 2020, right? Not the TV show, but anyway, the year. But if they really did get married and they've kept it on the down low this long, like this isn't kind of like a secret that I would be upset about. Like I think for like that I would live for, right? Like I'd be like, all right, like that is cool. So I don't know, you know, and in today's time for YouTubers or celebrities or whatever to get married and not anybody know about it until later, you know, I think is like really, really hard to do. If they pulled that off and that is going to be part of the series, I will be shook, okay? But then I will be like, well, was the Jake and Tana thing, was that all just to like get people looking over here so they wouldn't be looking? I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And I can't find another picture where Ryland's wearing 2 rings. So was it just for this merch shop picture? I don't know. It's very, very interesting. And Shane still is not wearing rings. I've looked all over his picture, so he's not wearing rings. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.